guys, and today I'm going to be doing a taming tips video. This is because one of my subscribers wanted me to do this video because they're having problems with their guinea pigs and getting them nice and tame. Now, as you can see here, I have been having a bit of fun with the guinea pigs. I have been making them a little guinea pig village out of all cardboard boxes, so you can probably hear them all in the background as well. They have been very fun and enjoyed it a lot, but we're going to do a taming tips video now as requested. If you enjoy this video, can you please like and subscribe, and also if you want to request a video, you can. I can't do them all, but I'll do most of them as well. So thanks for watching. So my first tip is to handle them a lot. So as you can see here, we have got Pippa, and she is very tame, as you can see. So just so you know, all of these things do work, and as you can see, if you want them as tame as mine are here, then this is what you're going to need, because this is what I did to tame mine, and so hopefully it should work very similar or even the same to your guinea pigs. So anyway, this is Pippa, and she is very tame, but the most important thing is to handle them a lot. So you've got to let them settle in first if they're new ones, but only let them settle in for a while. Don't let them settle in for like a week or even a couple of days, because then they'll get confused and start thinking that they're not going to be handled a lot and this is how it is. So if you get them straight in and start handling them, then they'll be realising that this is the new home and this is what happens. So as you can see here, she is a bit of a wriggle monster, but all guinea pigs are like this because they're prey. They don't really like being handled, and they will get a bit frightened no matter how tame they are, because they'll think it's like an eagle or something coming down to get them, like in the wild, and so that's what they naturally think. But she's nice and tame, and the way to hold them, just so they feel safe, is one hand here and one hand under the bum supporting them. So you need to hold them quite tight, but not too tight, and not gently, because if you do it gently like this, they start to stress out because they think you're going to drop them. So you need to hold them nice and tight and stroke them and cuddle them regularly. So for tip number 2, what it is that you need to talk to them quite a lot. Now, people might think you're a bit weird talking to your guinea pigs and all different things like that, but actually it'll get them used to your voice, and it'll just make them feel a whole lot more confident with you, because they'll know it's you every time you come in to feed them and everything. They'll be able to recognise that voice after a while, and then they'll feel safe and they won't think you're like a stranger. Now, the voice to talk to them in is just a nice normal voice, and not too loud as well, but not too quiet that they can't hear it. So just like in the middle, just like your normal voice. Now, my guinea pigs absolutely love it when you talk to them, because after a bit as well, they'll start responding to you, not like like people would, but they'll start like squeaking back sometimes. And also, guinea pigs make lots of noises and very sociable animals, and so they make all different noises to you and they'll talk to you. So if you talk to them back, they'll enjoy that a lot more, and they'll realise that you're trying to bond a friendship with them, and they'll just love it, and you'll be friends with them after about a week or so, hopefully, but could take a bit longer. For tip number 3, this is mainly for winter time, but if it is getting a bit cold, what you should do is get you like an old jumper, a bit like this one, that has the smell of you on it, and they will really like it because they'll snuggle up to it and get all cozy when it's cold. But also it'll have the smell of you, so every time you're going to see them, they'll be recognising your voice and also your smell, because people could have a similar voice to a guinea pig, but the smell is all completely different. So they will definitely recognise you and feel a lot more confident and safe with you because of having the jumper in there. They'll be snuggling up to it, and then they'll be like realising that it's not that bad being with you because they choose to do that in the hutch. And so they'll feel a bit more confident and think that they're still in the hutch on the jumper. So this is a really good tip to do, but make sure it is an old jumper and that it is and has been worn for you on you, because otherwise it won't quite work properly. but it's a good tip and it doesn't cost anything at all, and it's also a bit of recycling. For tip number 4, this is a very important one, and it's just to be patient with them, because if you're not patient with them, then what will happen is that sometimes when you come to pick them up and they keep maybe running and hiding, and then you might get a bit angry with them and start doing it in a more deeper, more scarier voice. But to a guinea pig, that would really scare them, because they'll be like shaking, running away, and then they'll be even more wanting to run. So if you just say it nice and gently, and if they don't enjoy it, keep on trying, because otherwise, if you don't get them and leave them, then they'll know that they've won the battle, and then they will start thinking that they are the boss and that they will choose what they want to do, when really you want to teach them that you're in charge, and when you say for them to do things, that they do it. So it's very important to be very patient with them, and this can take quite a long time, just like bonding. It's basically like bonding you and your guinea pig together to be friends, like bonding 2 guinea pigs. So it will take quite a while. It could even take a month or so for them to be nice and tame, but it should work, and it's not impossible to do because lots of people have done it. So the main thing is to persist on doing it, and don't stop doing it, and do it every single night, and the more you put in, the more you will get out. For tip number 5, it's as basic as just playing with them. Now, as you can see today, I have been playing with my guinea pigs and they've been having fun together, because playing with them is really good. As you'll probably know, like with children and yourself, if you play with somebody, you're kind of making friends, and so it'll help you make friends and also keep them nice and interested as well, so they won't get too bored of you. They'll be more excited when they see you to think, right, we're going to go and play a game, it's going to be really fun. Whereas if you just come in and just say, hi guinea pigs, then like it won't be as fun for them, because they won't know that they're doing something really exciting. Whereas if you try and make things as exciting as possible, they'll really enjoy this. For tip number 6, what it is just as basic as guinea pigs are herd animals, and so they need to be in at least a pair, or they cannot be by themselves. They can if they have been with others and unfortunately the other one has died and problems like that. But as brand new tiny baby guinea pigs, you do not want to get them by themselves, because you may think it's easier, it's less money, but actually your guinea pig won't be tamed, because it'll have nobody to feel comfortable with on a night time, and then it'll be a bit more frightened of noises and things and nobody to comfort them, and it just would not be good. So 2 guinea pigs or more, like I have 6, is really good, because I've always had more than 1 guinea pig, unless if one of them has died and then they're by themselves and problems like that. But most of the time, if you get new guinea pigs, make sure to have 2. And if you may have 1 and you may think that that is the big problem of why you are not and your guinea pig is not kind of bonding together, then if you do get 1, make sure to bond them, not just put them together, because you'll probably start getting a bit worried if you see one with cuts and things. So make sure to also bond them if you are thinking of getting another one, if you think that this is the main problem. But don't just rush into it, because it is a big decision, as it is another pet. So make sure that you do know that they should be together, and if not, that you really do need to get another one. For tip number 7, what you need to do is you need to sit in the hutch with them. Now, if they have an outdoor pen, or if they're in a shed like mine are, or around here, then what you need to do is either like put them on the floor or something, and you sit in with them, because then they'll be really close to them, and they'll start getting a bit more inquisitive with you, and maybe standing on your feet, going under your legs and things like that. And so when it's like that, your guinea pigs will be a lot more confident being around you, because they'll be using you as a game to play with, and although they might not notice it, they are actually being like really nice and playing with you, and then you will bond a really good friendship with them. So it's very important to be with them quite a lot as well and not leave them. So as new ones arrive, you still have to go to school and work and everything, but say like instead of going shopping with your friends or going out with your friends, instead staying home with your guinea pigs and just cuddling them and talking to them, because then that will also work as well. For my last tip, tip 8, it is just as basic as hand feeding them. Now when you start doing this, they will be really scared of you and won't want to come anywhere near you, but after a few goes they will come more interested and come over to eat out of your hands. Hand feeding is the best thing to use from me because it's just really easy and it does make them a lot more confident with you, because they like food and so they'll come over to you for food. But make sure not to be overfeeding them. Make sure to only do this at tea and breakfast time, because otherwise they'll be very slowly putting on some weight and then that will be a big massive problem. So make sure to just do it when they do normally get fed as well, because otherwise they'll be using you for food. So make sure to do it sometimes but not too oftenly as well. So all you do is just get some food, just like this, and put it in your hand and just put it down in the hutch, and then eventually they should eat out of it, and hopefully they will. If not though, it doesn't matter, because there's all different ways you can use in this video on how to make them more tame. So I hope you enjoyed my taming tips video. I hope it gave you enough things to get you busy with trying with your guinea pigs. If it does work and your guinea pigs eventually are tame, or you can see a difference in them, please can you like and also comment below if you have any questions or if it's still not working or anything like that about this video or any other video. Remember to comment, because I will respond back to as many as possible. If you enjoyed this video again and it helped you out, can you please like and subscribe, and also thanks for watching.